Hello, my name is Hannah Bryant, and this is my reality check assignment for my Education 250 class of the spring semester of 2020 for Western Kentucky University. Enjoy. My student today will be learning how to complete a jazz square, and my student is also of the first grade level, and they do not have any prior knowledge of how to complete this dance step. So before we do the actual jazz square, just because it is a dance move, we want to make sure that our bodies are warmed up properly. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to touch our toes, okay? Have you ever touched your toes before?
It's just do this, right?
Yeah, but try and get as far down as you can. Stand up slowly, rolling your vertebrae one on top of the other. Alright, feel good?
I feel good.
Alright, and then just roll your shoulders back. And then roll them forward. Okay, so now that we're nice and loose a little bit, we're gonna stretch our legs out and just, kick them out. Have fun with it. You can goof off a little bit. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Alright, okay. So now that do you feel warm?
Yeah.
Feel like your muscles are good? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, so the jazz square you're going to complete by the time that you have learned how to do it. You should be able to do it at this speed. And you can also do it the other way to the left, so you can just go 1, 2, 3, 4. But for the sake of learning, I'm going to break it down and so that it will be a lot slower and more simple to understand. So you're just going to step forward with your right foot. This is the one that you will be completing most of the time when you're asked to do a jazz square. It will be from the right leg leading. So you're going to go 1, and then with your left leg, you're going to bring it in front, 2, and then you're going to bring your right leg back, 3, and then bring them together. So it's just 4 steps. It's very simple. So we're just going to do it again. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. When you speed it up, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. So now I'm going to teach my student how to do this, and we will see how she does. All right. So now you've seen the steps done. So we're going to do it together very slowly, so you don't freak out over this. We're just going to take our time with it and make sure that we understand it, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to start out 1, and then you're going to 2. You good?
Yeah.
And then back 3.
Wait, this one?
Your right leg, yeah. There you go.
This was weird.
And then together.
I feel wrong. Did I do that right?
You did it right.
Okay.
You did it right. You're good. You're good. Okay. All right. So let's try it again.
Okay.
1,
1,
2, cross.
2,
3, back.
3,
And then together.
4.
All right. Let me see you do it. Okay.
Okay. So, here. 1, 2, and then 3, and 4.
There you go.
I feel like I'm about to fall.
You're good. You're good. Okay. There you go. When you speed it up, it's like a little bit easier because you aren't having to practice your balance on 1 or 2 legs. You see what I'm saying? So if you go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, that's easier.
Yes.
That's easy.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So now that you've mastered the right one,
Okay.
you usually don't have to do the left one. Like I said, usually when you're dancing, it's going to be from the right leg. But when you do the left one, it's just the opposite. Start on your left, 1, cross with your right, back with your left, together with your right.
Oh.
There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4. That was actually easier than the right.
So then, now that you've learned how to do that, you have to add your arms into it. So now that you've mastered how to do the jazz square itself with just your legs, you're going to want to add your arms into it. And sometimes your choreographer will have you do different things, but the most stereotypical thing that I've seen done is just moving your arms in a marching motion, but you want to make sure that you are actually doing it in rhythm of the step, obviously. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I've also seen it done where you are moving your arms like this. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. But for the sake of learning today, we're just going to stick with this, keep it simple. And then when you do it with your left leg, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm going to have my student try.
Wait, we doing right?
Right leg, yes.
So is that way, right?
Yes.
Okay, so.
There you go. Okay.
These?
I mean, you can do that if you want to.
Are they right?
Yes. Try when you do the march one, try to make your movements as sharp as you can.
Okay.
Like you're actually marching. Does that make sense?
So.
Yes. There you go. Perfect.
Oh, then do that one?
I mean, if you want to.
Okay.
Dancing scares people. This is something that I have known for a long time as somebody who used to be scared of dance. And when I chose this assignment, I honestly forgot that. I forgot that sometimes students are intimidated by things that they don't understand, and that when they see something that they aren't fully comfortable with, it might be more difficult for them. I think that I did a good job of making sure that I took my time with a student, that I slowed things down and broke it up into a series of steps by creating a warm-up sequence for my student and I to do together. That definitely, it really broke down a sort of barrier between us in a way, and it helped us to connect and get on the same page while also doubling as a way for us to warm up physically, obviously, for our dance move. While it's not really required for such a simple and easy dance move as a jazz square, it does help you to get into the practice of making sure that all of your muscles in your body are warmed up and ready for whatever you're about to do. You don't want to strain a muscle, even doing something as easy and uncomplicated as a jazz square. That being said, though, I did find that doing the warm-ups and kind of getting in a mind space of learning and growth and pushing your limits was key in this case, and it did help my student to sort of shake away her fears and be prepared for what I was about to teach. Moving on to the actual teaching of the jazz square, I found that it did scare her a bit, as I previously mentioned, when she saw me do it so quickly the first time. But by breaking it down into 4 steps and showing her how easy it really was, I think that did help my case and she did really understand exactly what I was going for. Once I broke the jazz square down into the 4 steps, I wanted to go ahead and see what my student could do just on her first try without overthinking it. I think that is very crucial in the learning process. Sometimes our brains actually hinder us, and so we need to just kind of embrace the creativity and plunge headfirst into it and just go with our instincts. While that may go against everything that you've been taught, I found in my limited experience that it can really help you and show you what you're really capable of. And in this case, I was correct, and my student was more than able to complete the dance step. while she did struggle with her balance several times, I found that slowing it down was crucial to the learning process and for her to gain a full comprehension of how to do it properly. Technique is a very important part of dance, and if you don't do it right when you are learning it, then you're just going to do it wrong the rest of the time when you're actually supposed to be doing it faster, and you're just going to get tripped over your own feet and it's just going to be a mess. So I really wanted to focus on the technique of this and make sure that she understood it. And by doing that, she was able to then go forward and do it as fast as I did. By laying that foundation of a firm understanding of the movements, she most definitely did succeed in the task, and I was so proud of her. And once she knew exactly how to do it, I got to add a little bit of flair to the step by adding my arms to it, and I think that that also really did help her to just have fun with it. And that is so important when you are learning. You want to be having fun, you want your students to have fun, and you want them to enjoy what you are sharing with them. So I think that that was probably one of the most rewarding parts of this assignment for me, was to see how excited she got once she actually did it, and to have that sort of satisfaction that I am capable of teaching this, even if it's something easy, even if it's something that I wouldn't bat an eye at. She didn't know how to do it, and now she does. And now, you know, she is having fun with that. And so I think that it really did make me realize that I teach people things a lot more than I realize. I share my knowledge with people in a multitude of different ways, whether somebody is asking for my help with a problem in a class that we have together, or I'm at work and one of my coworkers doesn't understand how to do something and they ask for my help and I teach them. I am constantly imparting my knowledge of how to do a certain task or my knowledge on a subject with other people. And every time that I do that, you know, I am being a teacher, whether I realize it or not, you know. And so I think that this made me realize how crucial that is, even for the small tasks. You know, without starting somewhere, you'll never be able to teach multiple children something that's more complicated. And it also just really showed me a lot about my own teaching techniques and my ability to improvise with the things that I've been given. So that was my takeaway from this assignment. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and that is all. Thank you.